Let's look at one final feature of creating swatches, and in that process we're going to look at a fabulous tool that is available to Adobe CC subscribers, and that is the tool of using the Adobe CC Libraries, the Creative Cloud libraries. Let's look at what an Adobe CC library actually is. An Adobe CC library can be thought of as being an online repository for various assets that you would like to use in your Adobe workflow, ranging from photographs, vector images, character styles, paragraph styles, and swatches. Any of these assets will be readily available to you by simply accessing them from your Adobe CC Libraries panel. We invoke it as a panel. If we don't see it on our screen, we go to the window menu and we navigate to the CC Libraries option. And what we'll do for this example is we're going to create our own new library called My Custom Colors. Now this will be the active library that we're going to be saving to. Let's see how this process of saving online in your Creative Cloud libraries works. We'll navigate to the fly-off menu of the swatches panel. We'll create a new color swatch. We're not going to name it with a color value. We're going to call this one, we dial in our values for dark purple. Now you will see at the bottom we have this add to CC library and the current library that we've created, and it is automatically selected. It's going to add it to the swatches panel, but it's also going to add it to your CC libraries. There it is. It's in both locations. It's on your local machine, but it's also in the cloud. So why is this such a wonderful feature? It allows us to readily access all our Creative Cloud libraries on any computer simply by logging into your Adobe CC account. Let's go and create a new color swatch again. And we're going to build up new color swatches within our swatches panel as well as in our libraries. Let's go and create a sky blue swatch. Let's call this sky blue. We hit add. There's sky blue. That is now in your library as well as in your swatches panel. Let's go and add another swatch, and let's call this olive, and we click add and done. So whenever you open this document, your swatches will be in your swatches panel, but when you go and look at your CC libraries, they will always be in your libraries. Let's have a look at the other content that I have in my CC libraries. I'll just click on the arrow and I can go and look at, for example, Adobe Aero starter assets. These are assets that I'm saving in the Creative Cloud in a library that I can use for 3D work, and I can use these assets when I'm using Adobe Aero. All of the Adobe programs will have the functionality of using the CC libraries. You can go look at stock templates. There's some templates that I've downloaded that are in my library, so I don't have to go search for them again. They're just there. They're not going to be in a swatches panel in this instance. I've also got the directable characters that will work in Adobe Character Animator. This is my library of characters that I've selected that I want to reuse. So because this is an online feature, I can always search for them, and I can modify them online by going to my web browser, and I can type in color.adobe.com. Once I'm logged in, I can now go and look at the libraries that I have. And you will now see all of the libraries that are associated with my account. I can go and create new libraries from color.adobe.com and go to explore. This is a community that are willingly sharing swatches that the community have shared. You can go and add neutral palettes, you can go and add primary colors, and what I can do is I can now download these as a JPEG, but I wouldn't want to do that. I would like to go and add to library. So any of these swatches that have been shared, we can add to the library. And it's been successfully added to my custom colors. And so I can go and add other swatches. So this is what I'm saying. You can edit and you can modify your online CC libraries. A wonderful feature that allows you to select color palettes of your choice. If I now go and open my custom colors library, I can see the items that I've just added. And if I now go back to CC Libraries within InDesign, I can see the new colors that I've added. This works throughout the Adobe suite of programs, and it's a wonderful feature. So colors that you may want to be matching using Photoshop or InDesign or Illustrator can all be accessed via your CC Libraries.